Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So in today's video we are going to be taking a look at the new champions, or the snippets of the gameplay of the new champions that we can see, and it is quite exciting, to be honest. This is one of the moments when I'm somewhat hyped for a new champion, more so than I typically am. If you have been watching my channel frequently, you know that I'm typically fairly cautious. But from what I saw, I liked a lot. Obviously, a lot is yet to be kind of decided based on the rest of the abilities that we do not know about Vision. We can take a look at Kate Bishop as well, but specifically Vision is the one that impressed me tremendously from the bit of the gameplay that I saw. Again, this is extremely early on. We do need to know her full kit in order to evaluate her proper potential and then actually see how she incorporates herself in the game. However, I will show the bit of the gameplay that I was so impressed, and then I'm going to explain why I was so impressed with it. So, let's go with that. Vision is going to be fighting, I believe, Deadpool. I think it should start here. You can see that she has 16 armor ups and phasing. She seems to be able to activate her phasing after every single combo. Now let's see what's going to happen with that. There seems also suppression debuff on the Deadpool pretty much constantly. And let's take a look at what is going to happen now. And that's it. Okay, so what we saw. First of all, it does seem that level 2 is going to be integral to her loop, which is something that I did not notice initially. We can see that she will gain some sort of her currency that fuels her level 1s using her level 2. So throwing one level 2 will give her like 15 charges. The first kind of like critical thing is that obviously she's going to be robot, so she's bound to have some immunities. 16 armor ups that she has, that's you know, quite a lot of armor ups right there. But the key aspect here would be that she has power control in her kit, potent power control as well, seemingly quite decent suppression there, and energy vulnerability, dormant passives. But also the fact that she can activate phasing after every single one of her combos and can find an opening reliably, constantly, without needing to make contact with opponent or parrying opponent. Well, we know which champion can do that, and without getting overly hyped or excited about it, that is ultimately one of the reasons why Ghost is so good and so powerful, because Ghost can always find easy openings against stun immune opponents, unblockable opponents, so on and so forth. And having a new champion that can do that, and also has power control in their kit, that's basically meaning that you probably don't really need to bait out a ton of special attacks. It could be extremely powerful if her damage output holds up. So we're going to see that she's going to build up to her level 2 here. And you are going to notice that basically she refreshes her suppression. And with that level 2, you seemingly will have to tap on the screen in order to gain those currencies, because it does seem to be paused. But you got 15 of them with a single level 2. And now what happens? One level 1 uses like 6 of them, or how many of them? But you get back a ton of power, and you can spam your level 1s basically power burning and doing a ton of damage there. So Vision definitely looks like an exciting addition to the game. Again, being a tech champion, having those immunities, you know, she will definitely have some immunities for sure. And then obviously having the suppression, energy vulnerability, phasing on demand by the looks of it, and power control, unblockable level 1s that you can spam, I believe they said up to 3 times in a row there. And the damage on those level 1s is quite decent as well. There we can see like 9, 10, 11k bursts. And there is a passive heal block as well. Why not? Let's give her a passive heal block. So Yeah, definitely, man. Vision looks very, very exciting. And I'll definitely want that champion. Based on what I know about that champion already, unless there is some sort of massive, major deal breaker situation, she's going to be a robot, that she's going to have some immunity, she has phasing, she has passive heal block, power control, special spam. That's unblockable. Yeah, it looks awesome. It really does look quite awesome. Provided her damage output holds up, and provided there aren't some sort of major deal breakers in dealing with her. Now, Kate Bishop also looks quite interesting. This month, both of the champions seemingly will have these mechanics where you need to tap the screen to maximize the special attacks. I think Will Vision is going to be different, where you just kind of need to tap it in Howard the Duck style, but with slowed down time. And Kate Bishop is going to be effectively the same thing as Hawkeye is, where you try to get that perfect release. I also heard that they increased the perfect release window by 50%. It used to be only 2 frames on Hawkeye. They're changing it to 3 frames to get the perfect release, so 50% more. And Kate Bishop is also going to have it at 50%. So from this screenshot alone, here we can see that she has true accuracy here. She has these same counters that Hawkeye had, and some sort of dormant fragility that she presumably places on Red Hulk. On top of that, we can see tracking, which means that Kate Bishop will be able to bypass miss. We can see cold snap here. Additionally, this icon specifically gets used when opponents are cornered, so she's going to have some sort of similar mechanic to Dragon Man, where some abilities only activate when opponent is cornered or something like that. Now, I have no idea what this icon is or what it does. And this seems like the Tranquilize, which reduces the debuff potency. And again, I'm not too sure on this one, but it does seem like she will basically have her, trick arrows, or her arrows will do multiple different things. One thing that they discussed, one of those 2 debuffs, I believe it's going to be either this or this passive, is going to be kind of like Caltrops, which is effectively going to function the same way as Caltrops node does, where every time you dash backwards, you take damage. Or that was slash charge. With Caltrops, every time you dash backwards, you bleed. And Kate Bishop's basically going to have that ability in champion form, by the sound of it. And here we can see that she has access to passive stun. One thing that did get me suspicious that I didn't like, she also seemingly has evade in her kit that she can utilize offensively, which is kind of cool. One thing that I did not like at all is that it seems that with her you will want to spam heavy attacks all the time. That combined with that perfect release mechanic, which quite frankly I'm not the biggest fan of, I kind of have my doubts about Kate Bishop, whether she will be an enjoyable champion to play with. I'm sure that some will love it, some will hate it. I doubt that I will love it personally. Like I'm when it comes to playing Hawkeye, I am more annoyed by that slowdown mechanic and inconvenience than I am appreciative of it. I appreciate its existence. It's nice to have something new in the game, but doing it over and over again in every fight, it's not something that I find personally enjoyable. So if she does appear to be a champion that requires you to spam heavy attacks at all times, and then on top of it has that perfect release that you need to oblige by, I'm not sure whether she's going to be a champion for me. Obviously, she's extremely capable. I'll grind my teeth and use her and play her and stuff like that. But again, just to make sure this is not necessarily the type of thing for me. However, access to fragility, tracking, cold snap, crushed as well. One of those debuffs or passives is crushed, which is cool. I do like that. So it does seem that there is a good bit of utility in that kit, as we could see also that evade putting in work there. So Kate Bishop also definitely does seem quite interesting. Maybe, well, to me personally, not as interesting as Will Vision does, because, well, let me just rewind of this. Let's just see this again. This looks very, very, very nice. So you get to level 2, you phase a few hits, and you consistently have that miss mechanic. You drop your level 2, you get your charges, your solar energy, whatever that is. So you get your solar energy up, and drop a level 1. That level 1 hits hard And then you get another level 1 and you have energy vulnerabilities, some plasma damage, passive heal block. It just looks so good. So I truly hope it actually translates in the game the way it appeared. Let me know what you guys think. Which one of the two champions you are more excited? Obviously, when the deep dives come out, I will do the breakdown of deep dives and hopefully dive, well, deeper in their abilities. And hopefully then we're going to have more of an idea. But so far, Blue Vision definitely looks awesome. Let me know what you guys think. Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information about